Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming this evening. Growing up with four siblings was definitely a lot of fun and also consisted of a lot of fighting, especially over clothing. It would have been nice having the option of school uniforms back then. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to educate everyone on some statistics of why I feel the state of New Jersey should mandate uniforms in every school. Did you know that the current poverty rate in New Jersey is 10.7%? According to an online source at welfareinfo.org, one out of every 9.4 residents lives in poverty. This is where school uniforms would be essential in helping a lot of families in need. Not every family is equipped financially to spend a lot of money on their child's school clothes. This could be due to lack of income, a medical related issue, or just basically trying to keep a roof over one's head. Times are tough, and some people can agree that life would be much simpler with uniforms implemented. According to the National Association of Elementary School Principals, they report that 49% of elementary schools have either uniforms implemented or they're in the works. Principals in elementary schools with the uniform policy implemented feel that it's a positive impact on some of the following issues in their school. Their classroom discipline is down by 85%, their community image is up to 83%, student safety is up to 79%, and their student achievement is up to 64%. With mandating uniforms, this would make the dress code a lot easier to follow, which would lead to less rules and punishments. So now that we have looked at one area of why we should mandate uniforms in every school in New Jersey, let's look at the big reason, which is bullying. A lot has changed over the years, and comparing the world now to 50 years ago, things have evolved so much to the point that our priorities have completely shifted. The age of computers have really opened us up and allowed us to explore and grow. This also goes for school students trying to wear popular clothing brands or styles. Everything nowadays is top of the line, name brand, and trying to compete with each other. This also is one of the common causes of bullying. Studies have shown that present day social media puts a lot of pressure on our children in school right now. According to a news article from 2002, a girl named Susan tells her story of how she was bullied due to having low-end sneakers. It caused her to drop out of school by the age of 14, and she also stated that she would rather commit suicide than go back to school. How can something like what you were wearing cause you to feel this way? It all stems from the words of what came out of the bully's mouth. By mandating school uniforms, we can hopefully lower the percentage rate of victims being affected by bullying. Now that we looked at reasons why we should mandate school uniforms, let's look at who will be paying for these school uniforms. In my opinion, the state of New Jersey should be paying for the cost of the state mandated uniforms. Our taxes are already high enough that it should be covered, especially for our children. Of course, that is a big if, but if they do not pay, then there should be a low fee already implemented so families can afford it. Right now, 21% of the schools in New Jersey already follow the uniform policy. That is a rather low number for 2019, so hopefully we can get that number up to 50% in the next few years. Currently, right now in the US, the average cost for the uniforms for the year is around $250. 41% of kids say that these uniform policies reduced gang activity in their schools. With everyone being on the fence with wanting New Jersey to mandate uniforms in every school, let's recap some of the key points I went over with you tonight. Having uniforms will avoid your kids wasting a lot of time in the morning getting ready for school, which we all know is a struggle. Some schools do believe, and studies show, that bullying and students' behavior have gotten better over the years with the uniforms implemented. This would also lessen a financial burden on the parents and reduce the student from being a target of a bully. I do understand that it is important for my child to be able to express themselves through their clothing as part of the First Amendment, but you go to school to learn and not to impress people, so I feel that the uniform policy should be implemented in the state of New Jersey. Thank you. All right, so let's do some questions. Thanks, guys. All right, so who has a question? Arlette, yes, please.
How many pairs of uniforms do you think each child should be given in a school year?
Okay, so this is my personal opinion, and I know some will not agree with me, but I feel that they should have at least 5 outfits for the fall and winter, and maybe 3 to 5 outfits for the spring and summer with shorts and t-shirts in that with the weather fluctuation. All right, so let's see who has another question.
I have a question.
Oh yes, Blanche, feel free.
Are shoes included in the school uniform policy?
Well, that is an excellent question. Most policies that I've looked up online and read about, they actually do include the sneakers and the socks. So that's a big help.
That is.
Might not be the prettiest, but they're included. All right, and one last question. Anybody over there? Oh, yes, Miss Wonderful.
How have school uniforms reduced gang activity at local schools?
Okay, well, a lot of things I read online with the inner city schools is that by implementing the uniforms, that reduces the gang color to be entered into the school. So they usually try to pick a more neutral color, which is probably hard, but that does not allow them to wear their gang colors in the school. Hopefully everybody learned something today. Thank you.